What is the citizen starter main components?
Jail manual was recently in news. Some people even took
Yes,
it
sir.
to the court. Can you tell us something about it?
Sure, sir.
There is no provision for self-declaration in this. So if there is no self-declaration, then it is incumbent on the government to detect and find, which may be difficult. So that means they will be deemed to be the citizen of the country. How can that be addressed?
Lessons.
Please come. Shaivi,
Good afternoon, sir.
please be seated.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, so can you tell me, you belong to Jabalpur, MP.
Yes.
What is Jabalpur famous for?
So Jabalpur is basically the cultural capital of Madhya Pradesh. It is also known as the judicial capital since the High Court of Madhya Pradesh is there in Jabalpur.
And
Sir, apart of that, the literacy rate in MP is highest in Jabalpur, and it is also known for Dhuandhar waterfall, which is of a natural landscape and a huge tourist attractions
on
there.
what day is it recommended that you visit that waterfall? There is some day, no, there is bright moonlight or something.
So basically, in the Purnima on the Narmada Jayanti day, it is usually recommended to visit the waterfall.
Not the religious point of view, but from the point of view of its beauty, the waterfall and the rocks.
Sir, I could not recall it.
Okay. Now tell me, have you noticed some? You are a student of PubAd. Have you noticed some good practices in Madhya Pradesh which are absent or maybe weak in Bihar, and you would like to introduce that?
Sure, sir. So, firstly, when it comes to women nutrition and specifically the anemia problem, which persists in women, MP government has launched Lalima Abhiyan, in which they provide folic acids and they also provide certain medicines for the to curb anemia in women. So that is one thing which could be replicated. Second is, sir, there is RRTS corridor which is present in Madhya Pradesh and which enhances the transport and connectivity of Madhya Pradesh since there is no metro as such till now in Madhya Pradesh. So I believe that in Bihar also because of the huge landscape which is present, if such RRTS corridors can be implemented, that can improve the transportation in Bihar.
Mm, as a student of PubAd, can you mention some best practices in governance?
So the governance initiatives are there in both these region and both are functionally
What is the
well.
portal that was set up for
So it is MP online portal which has been set up by the MP government in which and the MP online centers are even present in the remote areas, even in the village panchayat level from where
so
all
you provide Wi-Fi to the rural areas also?
Yes,
Internet
sir.
connectivity.
So there is internet connectivity in the MP online center from where the government forms and all the government's facilities, all
downloaded.
that can be taken. So that could be replicated.
What are centers of excellence?
So center of excellence will be the centers which provides service delivery and they enhance good governance of place. That could be called a center of
No,
excellence.
you'll have to mention some more specific characteristics of centers of excellence.
So I believe that promotes inclusive growth. Then the quality of service delivery is enriched. It promotes good governance. So these could be some features which I could recall as of now.
You have to do some more reading on this.
Sure,
Okay?
sir.
As a PubAd student, you might be asked a question on this.
Sure, sir.
What is has the RTI succeeded in India?
Sir, RTI has been one of our pioneer steps in providing information transparency and fostering good governance in India. So, even though there are certain cases where the RTI pending cases are there, but however, I believe that because of RTI, there have been certain scams which have been come into highlight, and the government also has become strict on the parameters that the governance is ensured to the point. So, I believe in that context, RTI has been a game changer initiative.
but it's the number of cases that go to the CIC. They say that the government conceals more than it reveals to the RTI. Is that true?
So for that, I believe the data needs to be further in like studied, and data-driven policy needs to be
Have
taken.
you studied something? Have you seen how many people, how many officers have been proceeded against on account of concealing information or not giving information on time?
So this rate is quite low. So for this, there needs to be certain mechanism which needs to be included in the RTI. Like if the information personnel does not if the personnel does not take the action in a stipulated time frame, then maybe a kind of action could be taken,
It
or a
is there.
community could
It
be.
is there. It is provided in the law, RTI Act. Okay, now next question. Last, maybe last. Uh, what is the Citizens Charter main components?
So the main components of citizen charter is to promote accountability, transparency, foster good governance, enhance responsibility of government, and promote quality service delivery.
Okay. That was all.
Shaivi Dubey.
Yes, sir.
Now, please tell me, you have lived in this area, Rajendra Nagar.
Yes, sir.
Now, Delhi has a very bad reputation for women's safety. Suppose you were posted as the ACP here or a DCP here in Rajendra Nagar.
Yes, sir.
Tell me, what would you do for women's safety?
Sir, I believe multifaceted role is needed to ensure women's safety. First of all, there should be women helpline number, and it should be active all the time so that the complaints could be addressed. Secondly, I believe that there needs to be huge emphasis on the ICT technologies, like the installation of CCTV camera and ensuring that the CCTVs are functioning in the right way. Then on thirdly, we can have Mahila police volunteers, those who can address the problems of the women, and there should be strict time frame in which I'll try that the cases are heard, and the those persons who are captured.
But many of these are already there.
Yes, sir.
Cameras and women police station. Tell me something new, something innovative, something which will really impact.
Sir, I believe community policing is something which will really impact, because still there is trust deficit which persists when it comes
Okay.
to policing.
That is true. So what can be done?
So for that, even like this, there are a lot of students in the Rajendra Nagar area. So maybe from the students only there could be a committee formed.
No, what police? You tell me from the police side.
So from the
You
police side,
don't
only.
expect from the citizen. You are a DCP. What will you do?
Sir, I would ensure that the initiatives which are already taken are implemented in the best possible manner.
Now, have you heard of Kiran Bedi?
Yes, sir. She was the first woman IPS.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
And was she ever posted in any jail?
So she was posted in Tihar jail.
Okay. So she brought about some changes there as in charge of Tihar jail. Can you tell us something about it?
Sir, one I'm able to recall right now that she emphasized about the humanly treatment which is required in the prisons. So for that she had done some work, and I have to read more about this.
Okay. Now, you have also been selected as jailer, deputy jailer. The jail manual was recently in news. Some people even took
Yes,
it
sir.
to the court. Can you tell us something about that?
Sure, sir. Sir, jail manual was recently in news because of the social stratification which is being there in the jail. Usually, there is a condition which is mentioned in the jail manual that allows them to have caste-based bifurcations in the cell. So, for that, Supreme Court has given the guidelines to the states to remodify or amend the jail manual. Such practices should not be there.
Now, you have applied for a job in Bihar. So tell me, which are the tourist spots where you have visited or you know something about us about it?
So, since I went to write my mains in the Patna, so I have been to Patna Sahib Gurudwara. I visited that place, and I also visited the Ganga Marine Drive area, which has been there.
But surely you would know something about Bihar's great tourism potential.
Sure, sir.
Can you tell us something about that?
Sir, I believe that Bihar is a melting pot of diverse religion, and looking into that prospect, it also has great tourism potential, such as if it comes to the places in the Buddhism, Bodh Gaya holds a great significance. Secondly, I would like to highlight about Pavapuri, where there is Jal Mandir for Jainism. So, thirdly, I would like to highlight about the Patna Sahib Gurudwara, and there is also Bihar Sharif, that is also a place of tourism potential. So I believe that all the different religions
All
hold
right.
a great significance.
Now, is the government doing anything about it?
Yes, sir.
Tell us.
The government is making tourist circuits for the enhancement of tourism potential in Bihar.
Where? Which are these tourist circuits?
Sir, one
And where do they touch? Why they are called circuit? Can you tell us?
So they are basically called as circuits because they are connecting, like the circuit connects the wire in the electric device. The same way the circuits, it is connecting or touching the places which are of importance. So there are certain circuits which I am able to recall. It's the Ramayan circuit, then Buddhist circuit.
So tell us which are the places they touch.
So for Ramayan circuit, it is Sitamarhi is there, then Shivar is there. I'm not able to recall other.
Okay.
For Buddhist circuit, it is West Champaran, then East Champaran, then Vaishali, Gaya. These places are there. For Jainism circuit, it is Vaishali and Pavapuri area. So these places are there. Apart, there is also Sufi circuit, and there is circuit for ecotourism. Valmiki National Park is there, and Kambur Tiger Reserve.
All
So
right.
these are
Thank
the
you.
circuits.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
All right. Your name is Shaivi.
Shaivi, sir.
Shaivi. Shaivi. Okay. Very unique kind of name. All right. Shaivi, you have shown leadership as your strength.
Yes, sir.
So how do you feel that you have leadership skills?
So there was a scenario during the time of COVID when I was there in my hometown, and my hometown is a small tehsil in Jabalpur district, which is Sehora. So there was lack of hospital, like the hospital infrastructure, and as a result, in the 2-3 days, I used to read in the newspaper that people struggle to get hospitals those days. So since I was a student of public optional, I studied about the road development models and all through community funding of Kwame Armstrong, sir. I tried to replicate same thing in my tehsil also, where I tried to mobilize my school community as well as my college community. And since my tehsil was a mining tehsil, so I tried to ask those people also to have a community fundraise, and through which we like renovated the hospital. So that is why I believe that I possess a leadership skill
All right.
that
Okay.
I could use
Okay.
for public service delivery.
It's in the news about Section 6A of Citizenship Act.
Yes, sir.
Have you read about it?
Yes, sir.
What is it all about?
Sir, it is about basically the influx of migrants from Bangladesh. It is also the alternative of Assam Accord, where it has been mentioned that those people who have come to India post 1966, they can be considered as the Indian, pre 1966, they will be considered as the citizens of India.
Okay. And what about the other brackets?
So the other brackets are present in the Assam Accord, where it is mentioned that the people who have come to India till 1966 will be citizens, and the people who have come from 1966 to 22nd of March 1971, if they have stayed for 10 years, they could be considered as citizens, and those who have come after that,
some process and conditions.
Yes, sir. Okay. Sir, yes, sir. And those who have come after that, they will not be considered as citizens. So this is
okay.
There.
One of the judges feels that there is no provision for self-declaration in this. So if there is no self-declaration, then it is incumbent on the government to detect and find, which may be difficult. So that means they will be deemed to be the citizen of the country. So how can that be addressed?
So that could be addressed, I believe, by because we need to engage into a survey where a survey could be conducted and inclusion and exclusion error could be prohibited.
All right. Okay. Huge tragedy has taken place in Bihar.
Yes, sir.
What is your view, therefore, relating to prohibition? How would you connect the two? Plus and the minus of both.
Okay. Sir, huge tragedy has recently been taken in the Sivan, which has led to loss of life of many people. The basic for the prohibition of liquor, I believe that it is a welcoming step which has been taken by the Bihar government, since it has reduced the number of domestic violence, which has been also mentioned by the NCRB data. It has also curbed the liquor consumption, and that is also left to led to good lifestyle. There is low rate of crime in the country. So these are the positive aspects which have taken by banning of liquor. On the other hand, the negative aspects are the bootlegging, which has been there, and there are still it is not a correct thing to say that all the crime has been reduced. There are even the crime present for that, and but overall, if I'll have to analyze this, I will say that it is a welcoming steps.
No, but how do you relate huge thing with this? Why is this coming up?
So this is coming up because of the practices of people. Actually, I believe that in the policy implementation, we have taken the step towards banning that. But however, there is a lack which is the about the counseling centers, or where the retention centers where those people who are drug addicted could be taken, and their drug addiction could be removed. So lack of that centers leads to people to have the urge for liquor, and such people to thrive who supply the illicit liquor.
Okay. Bangladesh court has issued warrants against Sheikh Hasina and 45 others.
Yes, sir.
What is your view on that? How will this be handled when Sheikh Hasina is in this country?
Sir, I have to read more about this.
All
I'm
right.
not reading
Okay.
reading the.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
So, Shavi, your interview is now over.
Thank you, sir.
You can leave. Yeah.